Hey everybody, I want to show you these paintings, which I have, as you can tell, put resin on. And, whoa, it's too close. They are now so shiny. I don't know if this is looking yellow to you, but through my camera, through my phone lens, it's looking a little yellow, but it's not yellow, it's white. So those are finished. And I will show you. This one somebody has purchased, and this one had silicone on it, and I washed it with Dawn dish soap, and like I tell everybody, it is 99% effective. Well, now it sounds like I'm... Anywho, so this is the one time you can see obvious big places where it resisted. So I washed it again with more soap, and once it is totally dry, because the wood gets wet, I will put another coat on it. And then this, oh my god, why does the color keep changing? I wonder if I could, that's a little better. Okay, maybe. This beauty, this is the one I didn't want to do resin because I felt so attached to the painting personally, and so what I ended up doing is I used satin. Let's see, is this it? No, it is this stuff, but in satin. And I like it. You can't really tell. Oh my gosh. There. You can't really tell that there's even a coating on it. And then this is from yesterday. I swear, this camera is driving me bonkers. Okay. I don't want the autofocus on, I don't think. I don't know what I'm doing. My phone has always worked, and then the other day I pressed a button, and now it's different. So I like this painting, and I experimented by not going off the edges, and it's bugging me so much. But I really love this part. This part, not so much. It looks like a sea monster. So I may paint over it because it's really bothering me, but with the edges. So I'm not quite sure about that. And then I just got this MDF cut. I'm going to make you guys puke by the end of this. Okay. So this is the normal MDF I get. It has this kind of edge. I have him cut it so that it's beveled on one side and then flat. And my dad wanted a different kind for his larger painting, so he wanted a 45-degree angle. So there's the 45, and he actually wants it hung like this. So it stands out on the wall, which, since this is only a 1/2 inch thick, is not as dramatic as it could be. So since his is large, it's a 36 by something, 18. It's right there. He is going to, the big MDF will warp. It will bend inwards, kind of a C shape, a slight C shape, which doesn't bother me. But I've never done one that size on the MDF. So he is going to build a brace on the back of it, which will not only force it to stay flat, it will also hold it out from the wall more. I think he's going to do, like a frame behind it, a frame, and then with X's. And that should brace it and push it out further from the wall. So, and my mom was just telling me today, she's like, your dad's bored, he needs a hobby. So that'll be his task for now. And he is bored. He hates when it starts getting cold. It's depressing. Does not like the cold at all. And we live in Nebraska where it gets really, really damn cold. All right, so I am going to do as I like to say, my old school flip and drags with some silicone. Like I did way back, if you look at my beginning videos, they're so different. I have evolved so much from the flip and drag, then to the mallet smashes, and then lately I've had kind of that twist and drag that's giving me, I don't know, I want to call it like a floaty, dreamy look. I don't know if that accurately describes it, but that's how I feel it should be described. So now I'm bringing it back. And we are going to use, let's use magenta. I mixed these yesterday. They're Artist Loft. And if you can see, they all separated, which is so bizarre. I've not had that happen. And I'm not really sure why it's happening. This is just a littler version of that same blue. And then let's do lemon yellow. Gosh, that doesn't sound good. Or sound good, look good to me. Oh gosh. I should have decided this beforehand. I don't know what I'm having such an issue with. All right. So I'm going to add a little bit of treadmill silicone to this. And what I'm going to then do is I'm just going to kind of rub it along the edges and stuff so that when the paint goes in, it will just get a little bit of it on there. Alright, so I am going to stir this up. I really wish I knew what the deal with the separation was. I've had paints that, the separates, but I've never had all of them do it. Granted, every color I mixed up yesterday was Artist Loft. So, I don't know. I mean, it seems it's a good consistency. It's Floetrol and water, just like always. These are just old mixed ones, so they're good to go. Except that the lids are painted on. Jeez. Like, totally painted on. This one is destroyed. And that one is salvageable. I can't say the word right now. Salvageable. Salvageable. If you ever ever said a word and like it just doesn't sound right? And the more you say it, the weirder it sounds. Okay, this blue is a little thin. But I think I'll go with it anyways. All right. I'll put it in first. Oh, that is really thin. Oh, I know there's going to be one person at least who right now is typing, "Don't hold your breath, the real painting starts at such and such seconds." But those who love me will listen to me. It was interesting. I was watching a workout video on YouTube today, and she was talking about how much the camaraderie between her and her viewers, and I was like, that's how I feel. I am going to dump this little bit out. Okay. There, that's better. I can't remember her name though, but she's a new workout person that I had not found before. I really liked her videos because when I was in Israel, we walked so much, like all stinking day. And so when I got home, I'm like, I gotta keep up this momentum of working out. So I have worked out 3 times since I got home, which for some of you may not seem like a lot, but I think it's actually my back's doing sort of okay right now. I should probably not say that. So this is looking pretty dull. I'm gonna go with it anyways. I am prepared to not be wowed, though. So this white paint is Dutch Boy house paint mixed with Floetrol and water. The container it is in is from the dollar store. I find a lot of stuff there. They have these storage containers, these 32-ounce storage containers, like Ziploc brand, well, whatever the generic is. And I use those for my resin because there's two containers in it. And so they're 50 cents each, and I throw them away after the resin because they're ruined. So for 50 cents, and I do use that much resin because I usually put off resining until I have a whole bunch to do at once. So I do use that whole 32 ounces of resin, which I need to contact Stone Coat because I use their product like crazy. And I feel like maybe they can give me a deal because the art stuff only comes in 1 gallon. So I need to find out if they can get me, if I can get more than 1 gallon for a deal. Because 1 gallon at a time is not cutting it. As I'm realizing that I could have totally melted that. All right. So I'm really hoping that these colors are okay. So I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna do like I used to. Really drag this puppy. You would not know there was yellow in there, would you? At all. Interesting. So you can see these are treadmill silicone cells. Popping like crazy. Here. Watch, by the time I come around to zoom in, they'll be done, but yeah. Now they're like, oh, we're done moving. And as you can probably guess, I am not liking this painting at this stage. It needs some steps, something. And I don't like the difference between these two areas. So what I'm going to do is add, got some yellow. I'm going to toss in some red, get some orange in there. And this is actually a metallic red. I'm not sure. I don't think it's Artist Loft metallic. I think it's just a metallic that I made. That's more like it. Ooh, there's like a caterpillar cells. Look at it. I may not totally like the look of them, but I love watching them form. It's so cool. Look at that one. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. And then I'm going to want to smush it all around so that it goes away. Because I am a cell killer. Some people are dream killers. I'm a cell killer. Get that to go off the side a little. So I'm kind of winding down on my larger paintings. I don't have very many big canvases left. I had bought the really big ones for my show that's in January, and it is the beginning of November now. And so I don't think I'm going to make a whole, I'm looking right now, I have 2 large canvases left, and I don't think I'm going to be purchasing any more in the near future. And I'm still trying to decide how I will go about, hopefully, God willing, they all sell at my show. But if not, I'll figure out shipping options so that I can put them on Etsy. I could probably just make boxes for them. But my goal is for every single painting to sell. Isn't that every artist's dream? Oh my gosh. Talk about, dream come true. This is just really not wanting to move. I'm going to kind of help it along. But I've heard from some of you that are near Omaha who have said that they would like to know when the show is. It will be all month, but there will be a opening reception, which I should probably find out when that is. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Full cells. Most people would leave it like this at this stage. You know what's going on in my head if you've seen me and watched me. I'm going to torch it again and see, but it just doesn't have my organized look to it. It doesn't look as purposeful as I'd like. But I'm thinking I'm going to dip that in white. I'm thinking I can. There is just not any paint over on this side. I really like that softer look, which is difficult to get with silicone, so I rarely use silicone. And now I have, as some of you are probably saying to yourself, obliterated many of those cells. And yes, I have. And I'm happy about it because I already said I'm a cell killer. So really the cell or the silicone is pretty much for your benefit because I didn't end up keeping it. The colors are super pretty. Trying to see if I want to add more distinct areas, but I think I really like it. I think I like it. And the colors are really vivid. So let me just touch up the corners. Oh, I forgot I didn't put white on first. I was like, how did I miss all these spots? Now I know. Thanks guys for bearing with me on that string pull comb experiment the other day. I was wondering if what people would think about that, since it's basically me literally just experimenting. You know, I discovered it on camera and I just went with it. I'm kind of like a little kid like that. It's like, oh, cool. I gotta play with that toy now. So, yeah, I am happy with this. I like it. I really love the colors. Someday I'm going to perfect edges, but not today. Now those are some really pretty colors. Let's come on down and I will show them to you. So there it is as a whole. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye.